Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Bruce Peavy, and with me is head coach Jeff Herron of the Camden County Wildcats. Coach, third road game in a row, Savannah Memorial Stadium. Benedictine Cadets, who is a team that has played us tough in the past. Your thoughts on last Friday night's game?
Well, it was our third road trip in a row, and I'm sure glad to be home after that, no question. And but our kids have handled it pretty good. I mean, we 3 long road trips, one to Hinesville, one to Fort Lauderdale, and one to Savannah. And it's unusual for us to have 3 in a row. But we had an unusual week of practice after St. Thomas. Our kids were a little down, our coaches were a little down, and we were all frustrated, we were all mad, we were all, all those things that go in with losing a game, and we don't normally deal with that a lot, so made it a little tougher. But, I thought we went up there to Benedictine, and I thought we played well. We weren't as emotional and certainly as intense probably as we were the week before. But, we took care of business, and our kids played well. Certainly that we need that emotion back as we go on later on, but you're not going to have that every weekend. We executed very well. I thought on both sides of the ball. We cut down on mental mistakes from the St. Thomas game on both sides of the ball, and our kicking game was really solid.
Yeah, and in the first half of the game, we talked a little bit about it on the radio broadcast. Emotion was something that I felt like really wasn't there in the first half, and there were a few mistakes in the first half, but everything seemed to have straightened itself out in the second half. Came out with a whole new dedication, it seemed like, in the second half, and everything went pretty smooth.
Well, again, I think we had some leftover residue from the week before, and we didn't play poorly in the first half. Like you said, we just were kind of going through the motions, and Benedictine kind of played that way. They played at a very slow pace and took their time getting lined up, and the officials let them, and it just kind of drug out there a little bit. But we came out and we scored the first possession of the game, scored the first possession of the third quarter like we wanted to, and then put our 2s in, and they went right down and scored again. And so I was pleased. It wasn't our best performance, but certainly after coming off that loss, I thought we handled it pretty well.
All right, we'll be right back after these messages with some highlights of the Benedictine Cadets and the Camden County Wildcats.
Remember when sleek, finely crafted performance sedans were just for rich guys with money to burn? Well, those days are officially over. Presenting Kizashi from Suzuki. Class-leading standard horsepower and available all-wheel drive at a price everyone can appreciate.
All right, Coach. This Friday night, Chris Gilman Stadium, it's good to be home. Middle school night, and also the Groves Rebels come to town.
Yeah, we're glad to be back home, no question. And we're playing a Groves team who historically has played us very well. And Bruce, over the years, they've played very good defense against us. And we've had some battles, especially in Garden City. Coach Greg Hunter's got them playing well right now. They're 3-3. They're 2-2 in the region. And while that doesn't sound great, last year they were 1-9 in his first year. So he changed offense and defensive coordinators in the offseason, and he certainly got them moving in the right direction. So last week they beat Johnson 37-13 on Thursday. They were at our game scouting, so with all that said, they've got some really good players. Number 4, the quarterback, is a phenomenal athlete, and they're playing well right now, and we expect a good game out of them, no question. And as you mentioned, it is middle school night. We're excited about that. We introduced our rec league players earlier in the year, and this week is middle school night. And we were talking off camera that St. Mary's is currently undefeated. The 8th grade Camden Middle is, I think, 4-1 right now. So both of them are having great years. The coaching staff's there doing a great job, and we're excited about the future. Our 7th graders not faring quite as well, but we're having to play 8th grade teams from Florida with our 7th graders, and that'll pay off in the future. That'll be huge for us in the future with those kids. But I think they've got 2 games left. Both of them have 2 games left, and it goes. Need to say, I guess St. Mary's is guaranteed a winning record, and hasn't had a winning record since I think 2002. We were laughing. Rennie Moore was an 8th grader the last time St. Mary's had a winning record, and now he's a redshirt junior and at Clemson and playing very well. So it has been a while. So they're very excited about that. Of course, Camden Middle has just been winning every year, and it continues to do so. So both schools, both coaching staffs, and both group of kids are doing a great job.
All right. This Friday night, the Wildcats return home to the friendly confines of Chris Gilman Stadium and welcome the Groves Rebels. And don't forget to come out early and support the Camden Middle Cougars and the St. Mary's Middle Bobcats as we recognize their players at middle school night. We hope to see you there. And continue to watch Coach's Corner on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. And don't forget to watch Camden TV Today.